Alright, hopefully I'm back. My goodness. Bendy on the grind set, just up with the grind set Hawaiian. Because grinds is food. Okay. I'm just here to watch some Tetris happen, and AV Geek's like, you know, this is a really good time to educate the audience. I'm in the business of edutainment. Sure. Oof. Looked like a good max attempt. Alright, so we'll let's go find that seed again. So we'll be starting with 2F. Alright, Tristop's ready. So once Bendy's ready, we'll get started. And there we go. Alright, game number 1, take 2. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Board's looking nice and clean for both the players. We are so back. We are back. Are we so back? We'll see. I really need that to not happen again. Ooh, both players up high. And they're both going to survive. $94,000 for Bendy, $97,000 for Tristop. Tristop adding a Tetris. Bendy just not finding this bar. Finally, it shows up. All right, Tristop, one Tetris lead at 168, Bendy at 148. Getting all those squares to the left side. Look at that. Both players a tower of squares in columns 1 and 2. Chiller would be happy to see this. Especially on Tristop's board. It is all of columns 1 and 2. Oh, look at this. 11-point difference between Bendy and Tristop. Both players taking their share of burns. They patiently await the next long bar. Alright, finally it's going to show up for both of them. Hard to really tell because I haven't been keeping track the whole time, but it seemed like, at least for a bit, the bars are being a little stingy in this seed. Alright, 382 for Bendy, 360 for Tristop. So we have Bendy in the lead, though also ahead by 3 lines, so their paces are actually very similar still. Sure enough, the lines are tied, and you can see the players are separated by, like, a single. Make that half a single. Minus 11 points. Alright, we're around the 100 line mark. Both players are doing very well in terms of efficiency so far. We might actually see double 600 transitions if they are able to keep this up. Oh, hey, you said the same thing. 400-point difference exactly between Tristop and Bendy. And they're just continuing to score Tetris after Tetris, doing a very good job just keeping their boards clean and open for a Tetris for long periods of time. It's a nice adjustment for Bendy. All right, 592 to 591. Both players have up to 2 more Tetrises they can score before level 19. And they're both going to score Tetris. Bendy transitions at 639. Those last 3 digits might matter. Okay, never mind. Tristop will burn into 19. It's a 616 transition, so sure enough, we did get the double 600s. And now let's see how efficiently they're able to play on post. Because it's going to come down to that to determine who just takes this first game. All right, Tetris for Bendy, 721 into 21. All right, Tristop finally able to get a Tetris down the right side after having to do a little bit of cleanup. This ought to be a treat. I agree. Yeah, we saw Bendy in game 0.5 have a max pace that he kept to 26 until ended up getting into a really rough board and topping out. But it looks like this game, it's even in better shape. We got 785 now, 814 into 23 for Bendy, 816 into 23 for Tristop. These players are doing very well. Oh, Tristop trying to get as many scores as he can to the left side. Didn't get that last one over. Now he's going to have to try to burn this down. Bendy's board not in great shape either. Has a bar dependency, but he's able to take a double down the middle. And sure enough, Bendy is able to hit a really nice quick tap. Oh my goodness. And actually cleans up the board. Tristop is also clean. And at the same time, Tristop is ahead. But unfortunately, the board's starting to fall apart once again for Tristop. He's able to hold out long enough to get a Tetris to lower the stack. And now Tristop's going to try to... Oh, wow. Nice Z-spin there for Tristop. It's a beautiful solve. But with Bendy being clean and Tristop taking some burns, Bendy has actually taken the lead back. 9:31 into level 26 for Bendy. Tristop with a center well to go into 26 with 9:29. This game is still close. Bendy dealing with a high stack right now. Really wants a long bar. He's trying his best to keep the right side open. Is able to do so with that beautiful J single. Gets a Tetris, goes into 27 with 975. Tristop 971 into level 27. The game is still very close. Tristop is now set up in column 3. Just looking for the long bar. Beautiful burn into the Tetris for Tristop and set up right away for another one on level 28. Oh, but that JP's probably didn't go where he wanted it to go. Nonetheless, he has A44. Both players have 2 more Tetrises they can score for kill screen. Tristop's just going to have to burn. And Bendy gets the kill screen with A56. Ends up misdropping a couple times. Tops out at A59. Tristop, can he chase it down to with A60? Unfortunately, he's going to be done at A56. And by 3,000 points, Bendy takes game number 1. Oh my goodness. What a game 1. W game, yeah. Maddie would be pogging at the square stack. People might just be the champions of DAS. Yeah, there's a lot of them who are like champion tier. They should make some kind of league for it. Just watch them all play each other. Alright, we got 3-0 for this next seed. Let's see how these players are going to handle this. Alright, here we go with game number 2 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. DCL tomorrow, 21 TC perhaps. I haven't seen anything going on in CTL in a bit. I should check in on that. Alright, Bendy, 2 Tetrises, no burns taken so far. Tristop, overhang and dependency in the stack. Gets one of them resolved. And it's gonna have to set up quite a few burns to get this all cleaned up. Alright, there's the L triple to open up the right side and clean up the board completely. Tristop will get a Tetris going to 78,000 points. Bendy with a Tetris going to 93,000 and behind by 2 lines. So Bendy starting off a little bit stronger than Tristop. Now I'm going to have to deal with that square that he wasn't able to accommodate. Alright, we got some crying in chat. What's this? Alright, touches for both players. 140 to 127. So lead for Bendy still. Oh my god. Have a better exam season next time, bro. I'm sad. I'm literally crying real tears of salty water. That is insane. We will all be free 26 minutes before CTL deadline. Y'all want to test that by chance? Anyway, 219 to 196. Bendy 1 Tetris lead and 4 lines back. Oh my. Okay, how many times am I going to see players have to put a square on the right side? Are y'all getting too many squares? How many squares are in here? Oh, wow. This board's a little uncomfortable for Tristop. Not a great time to get a bunch of S's and Z's. Thankfully, though, was able to deal with that bar dependency after getting 2 long bars, 1 to score and 1 to fill that part of the board in. 313 for Bendy, 321 for Tristop. Tristop briefly taking the lead, but Bendy's going to get a Tetris and take it right back. Bendy still with the stronger pace. Players continue to maintain clean boards, and they're putting themselves in a position to start building some pace once again. We saw double 600 transitions last game, and it's still on the table for both of them in this game. Bendy now having to deal with an awkward left half of the board. Has a spire in the middle and briefly had a bar dependency on the left side, but it got filled in. Ooh, nice adjustment of J-piece for the bar from Bendy. And Bendy's able to get just the pieces he needs to bring his stack into a much better state. He's going to be able to hold on to this efficiency. 520 at 107. So, dare I say, we're likely to see a 600 transition from Bendy. Tristop, however, got a bit of a mess to clean up and is just out of range for a 600 transition unless he takes no more than 1 burn, which is not happening here. He is set up in column 7, though. We'll get the Tetris. We'll see what he plans to do from here. Goes for the triple, transfers the well over to the right side. And it's now set up for a Tetris. Alright, Tetris for both players. 593 for Bendy. And Tristop at 543. Bendy still has up to 2 more Tetrises he can get, so he just needs 1 for the 600 transition. Maybe even some burns and a triple will be enough. But instead he's just going to get another Tetris and try to set up for one last one. Here we go. Just needs the bar. But it's not going to wait too long. Going to take the triple into 19. 622 transition for Bendy. That's 2 in a row. Tristop, in the meantime, 581 on level 20. So Tristop behind in score and in pace. players are maintaining clean boards on level 20. Tristop, though, getting a little bit high. Able to have enough of a triple well to burn a square double and keep the well open, but there is a lot of jaggedness on Tristop's board. One T-piece is going to be there to help, but there's still that bar dependency in column 5. Gets it filled in. Gets the T-double to open up their well. Not going to put the bar in column 9. It's going to get Tetris ready finally and score. Tristop going to 697. Bendy hasn't scored that much since, and Tristop starting to catch up. Meantime, Bendy actually overshot a square to the left side and now has to do some more cleanup. He's able to get the bar over to take a burn. Right side's back open, and there's a Tetris for Bendy. And another Tetris for Tristop. Bendy holding on to the lead. 798 to 757. Some great survival for both players. Tristop was hoping for a J piece or something to tuck into that setup. He just didn't get it in time. And Tristop was holding out for the long bar and didn't get it. Fortunately, he's going to top out. And Bendy was already in the lead, so Bendy will take the second game. Trout. Yeah, so something's fishy about the bar timing there. No S-spin. Very maxable game, though. Let's see if Bendy can get the back-to-back. Gonna have another missed drop, but gets the L over. And Blue Scooty, thanks for the raid with a party of 88. We are heading into game number 3 of Bendy versus Tristop. These have been some fire games so far. But Tristop is going to try to attempt to prevent Bendy from sweeping. Let's see what happens with the third game in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Bendy took a nice game off Andy earlier. Oh, wow. Also, to everyone who's been a part of the Blue Scooty raid, welcome on in. You can tell with the head shake there, Tristop did not mean to put the S over there on the left side like that, but luckily the Z-Tuck was able to fix at least that part of the board. Tristop currently holding out for the T-spin. The T finally shows up, but the setup had already changed a bit, and now it's just going to have to dig this down. Tristop's able to get that T piece all the way to the left side, and I'll maximize the potential for him to get out of this. Definitely want to make sure your left side and right side are as high as they can be for some safe burning. Oh, and Bendy getting some squares that the board can't really handle well, so just piles them on the right side. Gonna take a couple of burns, and just like that, the right side's back open. But with Tristop's digging, Bendy actually has the lead right now, 98,000 to 41,000. Tristop's only scored 1 Tetris so far, I think. If not, it was a handful of triples. Nonetheless, though, Tristop is clean and open for a Tetris for real. And the bar is taking its sweet old time trying to show up. Quite the drought's formed in this piece sequence. Alright, the bar shows up for Bendy and for Tristop. They'll go to 174 and 122 respectively, so Tristop with a 50k lead. for Toppins. Ooh, another rough board for Tristop. Alright, Tristop opted out of putting the second square on the left side of the board. Just wanted to put one there. Probably trying to find a way to cut down the number of burns needed. And it did work! Tristop is clean. Gets a Tetris, goes to 197, though has fallen a little bit farther behind Bendy. Bendy's currently enjoying a 90,000 lead over him. Bendy with the delay Vit setup, but the board is quite jagged, and that's going to force Bendy to take some burns. And there's the bar for the Vits. Now just needs another one to score. Ooh, Tristop set up for a dirty Tetris. Was able to keep the well open, but didn't get the bar to the well! Tristop has to try to find a way out of this, but just isn't able to get the lines cleared. Tristop is going to have another top out, and Bendy again was ahead and will take the third game. Alright, here's to hoping Game 4 goes better. These players are ready, so let's count them down. 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I miss those with every playstyle. Yeah, as it turns out, mechanics are a skill in and of themselves for each playstyle. It's kind of annoying, right? Wouldn't you just love to just only have to worry about stacking the blocks well? You don't have to worry about how you actually get the piece to where you need it. It'd be very simple. Too bad that doesn't exist. It doesn't. We need something like I don't know, maybe have our brains hooked up to some wires, and then we can just imagine a piece where we want it, and then it goes there in a way that doesn't just like completely break the game, but it's just like I want the piece in those two columns, and then it just goes there. That's the ideal. But I don't know how you do that without like just changing the shape of the stack entirely into whatever you want to play perfect. It's called Neuralink. Maybe. Dog and Andy probably already do that. Something's got to explain that D90 into kill screen during that CTM match that Dog played in. 142 for Bendy, 165 for Tristop, so Bendy would have won Tetris lead. Tristop with a couple of square doubles to clean up the burns that he'd set up. Bendy, in the meantime, potentially a column 3 well at the bottom of all of this weight being put in the hole. Opts out of setting up column 7, or column 6, and is just looking for a way to deal with this piece sequence. You can see some of these pieces getting pulled back. Didn't have as clear of a plan of exactly what to do in every moment, but he still found a way to make this work. Bendy has free open column 3 and is set up for a Tetris. Throwing pieces left and right, who's waiting for a long bar, finally gets one to score. They're at 206, and Tristop is going to be the one in the lead right now. 229 to 285. So Tristop ahead by more than 2 Tetrises. Thought that said source phone said smartphone and was confused but intrigued. Ooh, Bendy's board up a bit high. Left side is still open for burning. That was just the right piece combo. Oh, Bendy's actually trying to go for this dirty Tetris, and he's gonna get it. Column 3 well uncovered before briefly being closed again. And he just might be able to open up this hole. Finally, he's able to do so, and now has a cleaner column 3 setup. Tristop, in the meantime, nice and clean. Has a lead still. 330 for Bendy, 384 for Tristop. Bluetooth's a smartphone from your brain, and then Bluetooth controls the game. Something like that. You sound like a saxophone. Oh, that'd be cool. I would love to win a tournament with jazz. Alright, both players well closed for burns, and they're each able to get their well open. Alright, it's a Tetris for each of them. It's 402 to 457, so Tristop continues to hold on to the lead over Bendy. Tristop definitely trying to make a comeback in this set. First Neuralink patient plays Nintendo Switch with his mind, bro. You can see it on Joe Rogan podcast. Oh, God. It's like saxophone, but with a double reed, like an oboe or bassoon. The keywork and design was similar to saxophone. The sax was used and lost over it. Instrument lore was crazy. Seems like it, yeah. Should have a conspiracy about Adolf Sax and the saxophone because everyone hated him. Like to keep sax out of orchestras and other serious music ensembles. Didn't work, I assume. That's crazy lore, yeah. Alright, we have Tristop, who has the potential to 600 transition if he doesn't burn. Bendy, meantime, 519, one more Tetris that he could score. Gonna set up for it, but will just take the single into 19. So it's 519 transition, and Tristop will get the Tetris and, in fact, the 618 transition. This player's doing a really good job maintaining efficiency, but unfortunately, Tristop's going to immediately hang, and that S-hang cuts off the burn options on the right. So basically had to try to build the stack all the way up to that S piece to start burning, but that was not happening. Tristop's done at 618, so Bendy, you have a chase down. Your target is 619, and there it is with that Tetris. Bendy takes the set 4-0. Rip stop. Oh my god. AV. Alright, we'll watch Bendy finish out this game. Because why not? Oh wow, the Vits. And that means that our upcoming players, the last two of this restream, will have perhaps another couple minutes to get your last warm-ups in. Bendy's efficiency looking pretty good so far. Despite transitioning under 600,000, it's brought this up to 789 in late 23, which actually puts him in position to 1.1. See if he's able to hold on to this pace. Alright, into level 26 with a 923. Bar dependency on the left side, gets it filled in. Able Set up for a Tetris, but misdrops the Z piece. It's going to complicate things. He's able to keep the well open still. Trying to only take the burns that keeps the right side open. And it's going to work out. Gets a Tetris. 965 in early 27. Still in a position to 1.1 this. But with that misshift to the Z piece, that's it. Oh, unfortunate. Still had a shot there until that happened. All right, we'll bring in our final two players. That will be AV Geek and Wide. Get those players in a few minutes.